I'm not.
You want Amazon.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me know. I need a little gun, man. You know what I'm saying?
Polyester don't breathe.
Yeah, polyester make you sweat, boy. But I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all because I'm trying to be obedient to y'all today. I welcome everybody to Bethel Seventh-day Church. I am Bishop Ronald K. Harrison Jr., overseer of the house of Yah of this day. I want to thank everybody for being in the presence of Yah and enjoying us with the Shabbat today. We're here at 118 Cheney Avenue, Jacksonville, North Carolina, 28540. Time of the service, we are at the beginning of Shabbat, starting at 7 o'clock. The end of Yom Shishi, beginning of Yom Shabbat. Then we got Shabbat, starting at 11:30. Then we got Yahuwah study, instruction of Torah on Yom Revi, starting at 7 o'clock. All right, the Creed of Bethel is Ephesians 4:5. We believe in one Yah, one faith, one baptism. And Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20, our foundation built upon the apostles and the prophet Yahushua Mashiach, chief cornerstone. We want to thank y'all for another day that He's given us. All right, the phone number in Bethel is 910-388-5295. The bishop phone number, my phone number is 910-381-3056. I give you the phone number again. I give you the phone number in case you didn't get me when the time of the service are. You can give me a call and I'll tell you the direct times of the service that you may be here. You may worship y'all with us. All right, and else, if you have any problems or complaints or you don't understand the doctrine with the word go forth, please give us a call and we can give you a little more understanding with the doctrine through the doctrine, through the Torah. All right. Again, I thank y'all. I don't know if I forgot anything, but I want to thank y'all again for being in this house one more time. It's another Shabbat day, and I'm thankful that we can worship Him. I think that we can praise Him today. Today is Shabbat. And we're going to be here, and I'm thankful that the time that we are here, like I said, this week I did talk to the landlord again, and like I said, he gave us some more time, you know, to prepare ourselves to move. And like I said, I found out who he sold. He didn't sell the building to them. He donated to the Boys and Girls Club, which is all right with me. He donated the building, so that was awesome. I probably wish we could have donated the building to Bethel Seventh-day Church, but that's okay. I didn't say that, but he said it like that. I said, okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So, but like I said, we are in the process of moving, and I'm still looking for a building, even though we found something over in New River. But like I said, I'm still in the process of looking for a building, so we may have another Bethel, the Bethel Seventh-day Church too, the second location. But I thank Yahuwah again. It's been an awesome week. Y'all has blessed us all week long. He has blessed me all week long. I thank Him. And definitely taught me on Yom Revi, the instruction of Torah, you know, and we had to study, talking about with mercy and truth, you know what I'm saying? That's one, I'm going to probably go a little bit tomorrow about mercy and truth. You got to humble if you want mercy and truth. But when I was reading that, y'all dealing with me that you have mercy and truth, then you have peace and righteousness. And that's what we look for, peace and Yeshua, and we have the righteousness of Jah. If you got mercy and truth on you, that's what you got. You got peace, you got the shalom of Yah, then you got the righteousness of Yahusha. You know what I'm saying? And you be walking in righteousness, like Yah told Abraham to walk and be thou perfect. So I thank y'all for that. But then me and Minister Fabien was talking about a topic, man. You know, when I read that, y'all dealt with me that quick. How does it deal with you that quick? Man, you can read something that quick, you know, then y'all just deal with you because He bring you back to a certain area, then the certain area He'll tie it together. It won't even take 5 seconds. He'll give you a whole sermon. That's what y'all did about, I ain't trying to get into a sermon, but like he said, we talked about the king, you know, and the king was wondering, man, who was snitching on him, man, who's telling him. He thought somebody in his whole camp, you know, was snitching where they were at. But it was the man of Yah. He was getting the rock of this, you know, Yah was telling him. You know what I'm saying? And the man of Yah was telling the king to move here. And the king, the adversary was mad. So after he do that, but he was talking about, but that wasn't the one, but the one I was going to talk about Jehoshaphat. But this Jehoshaphat, man, he was doing the same thing with the king of Yisrael, which that is our brother, but the king of Yisrael was in sin, but still, he was doing something with him twice. And then the man of Yah had to talk to him about that. That's how we are. You know, and Yah has mercy. Y'all talking about Yah still have mercy on us, even though we still are in sin and we still going back to do the same thing. Y'all still got long-suffering patience. That's why I seen the grace of y'all in the Old Testament, man. I never seen it like that, the grace of y'all. So it was awesome, man. But I was thinking about, dang, Jehoshaphat doing the same thing again. Y'all should look at you when you be doing the same thing. I said, y'all forgive me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, we be like, you know, like the same type of women like we like, you know what I'm saying, they'll cause us to sin or get back in trap. You know, we think they're all right, but at the end of it, they ain't all right, man. You know what I'm saying? They look all cool on the outside, man, for about a month or 2 months to almost a year, and then a demon come out of it. That's the same type of women you got in trouble the first time. You know, stuff like that, or different acts, you know. That's what y'all was just dealing with me about that. That could be the sermon tomorrow, but, you know, I was thinking how Minister Fabien, when we was talking, how y'all just dealt with me that quick. That's why I was like, dang, y'all, that's not even 5 seconds you gave me a sermon, and you up here chastising me, which I love. Because when Yahuwah is chastising you, you be thankful. At least Yahuwah talking to you, man. Yahuwah don't have to talk to you, and Yahuwah don't have to give you the mysteries of the kingdom. He don't have to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? But in the mercy of him, he does that. All right, we'll pass this mic around so y'all can praise y'all together, all right? Hallelujah. All right, so bless him.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise y'all.
Okay.
Bring all honor and glory to God. I ask y'all brothers and sisters to pray for me.
Okay.
Because I'm seem like not seem like I am alive. I say I want to do something like clean out my front yard, clean my car, and I don't do it. And I ask y'all to forgive me because I keep saying I'm going to do it. And I ask y'all to know that God bring prayer, pray for me. And God wants you.
All right now. Yes, sir. We'll keep doing prayer.
Read the Psalms. David said, I made haste to keep thy commandments. I made haste. All glory to God for you, Shemshia. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Glad to be here on the Shabbat. To all the believers, you know, 2 or 3 gathered, you know, guys in the mix. Just pray that we have a Barak Shabbat. Word go out. Shabbat Shalom.
All right, strong.
Hallelujah.
All right, straight, Sister Sue.
I just want to praise him for the day that he gave us. Beautiful day here, not too hot, not too cold, just about right. Been busy helping Miss Chris with the flowers today because her mother says that she's got the business going for that. And I will read my Shabbat verse out of Isaiah 66, verses 21 to 24. And I will take of them for priests and for Levites, saith Elohim. For as the new heavens and new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith Elohim, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Shabbat to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith Elohim. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorrent unto all flesh.
All right. Like that, man. Keep on reading Isaiah 66. Boy, that thing right there tattooed on my forehead, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be a day. That thing right there, people don't understand Isaiah 66, or that verse right there. That's the new millennium. They don't even understand that verse, man. Talking about one new moon, the one Shabbat, the Shabbat. That means we're going to keep the Sabbath. Man, in the millennium. So y'all people don't believe in the Sabbath? You say you won't get up there in the new millennium. You have to be a rude awakening to you. There ain't going to be no Yom Rishon on you, man. There ain't going to be no worship on your Yom Rishon. That just going to be another day. But I bet you on Yom Shabbat, your butt going to be here, man. You going to believe that? Yep. Boy, that can be a rude awakening on some of them. All right, man. We got our Minister Fabien to go up here and speak a little bit. Thank y'all for the messages that, you know, that he has for Bethel, that, you know, I can sit down here and eat too, you know. And I wonder what the man of y'all got for the word today, but I just loved when we had sat down at the table over there and spoke the other day. That was a blessing. You know, he had me to look up something that I said. I'd be kind of scared when I say this. I know it's of y'all, But he said, I remember, it was like a couple of months ago. It was like next week, last week, or the week before. I could probably find it. But you talking about 2 months, 3 months, remember what you said? I was like, man, y'all, what? Anything come up my mouth. But I want to thank y'all that how we sit down, we broke bread, man, it was a blessing. And we start talking, and then we start reading. And like I said, and that's how y'all minister to it. Y'all going to minister to his word. That's why you got to read his word, sit down, listen to his word, and you got to converse with your brothers and your sisters with the word so y'all can speak to you. That's why you got to come to the house of Yah. You don't be sitting home watching TV or riding around or at the park or at the mall. You need to be in the house of Yah. That's the reason why you come to the house of Yah, so you know that y'all are sanctified, but most of all, that you can hear the Daverim. You got to hear the word. If you hear the word, the Daverim what cleanses you. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to start repenting, crying out to Yah, he uses the word to cleanse you. The word you start confessing. The word you start praying. You start seeking him, and you start pleading. And everything comes through the word. All right, I'm going to pass the mic to Minister Fabien when he's ready. I'm ready to hear the Daverim. Pray for my brother Richard. He's on his way this way. I know he's coming from work, so he probably might sneak up in here later on. If he do, that's great. But now I pray that he'll be here tomorrow. He'll be in the house of Yah on the Shabbat day. Like anybody else, I'm praying to come on the house. Now, I'm going to talk to many people about the Shabbat, but I don't see the seats. Still looking kind of empty, man. All the people I don't talk to, man, especially the ones that know about the Shabbat. They know when the Shabbat is. They know what time the services are, and they know about Shabbat. There's no excuse, especially when somebody's telling you about Shabbat, or somebody invited you to the house of Yah. If somebody invited you to the house of Yah and you don't come, Yah will ask you, so why'd you renege on me? You said you was coming. Yah will talk to you about that. All right. I present to everybody, the man of y'all the hour, Minister Fabien Wiltz. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Right. Pray the lesson go out. Y'all be in the lesson. We're gonna talk about busybodies today. Busybodies.
Well, you just Thomas, okay? Busybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna, Brother Ron. I thought Brother Richard or Brother Ron was gonna do, but I was just looking for something, and I was like, this came to mind and this flowed, so I went with busybody.
All right, busybody today.
Always in other people's business.
That's right.
They go for children too. You don't want your children grow up to be busybodies.
That's
You don't
right.
want to grow up to be this stuff. Not good. And we're gonna learn, how it's described in the Bible and how it can be a hindrance to somebody who allow the Spirit to dwell in them. It can be a hindrance. People can't trust you. If you're a busybody, it's gonna be a hindrance to you, and it's gonna welcome unclean spirits of mess and drama in your life. All right. First, we're gonna start in Proverbs 21:23. Give a little background. It's going to be Proverbs 21:23. Proverbs chapter 21:23. Reads, who keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from trouble. So a lot of people have never mastered this, or unfortunately have ever been rebuked or taught this. It's just something that's just common. Like Big Mama, she run the house. Nobody really talk about that in the scripture. How the man is supposed to be the head of the house. Big Mama run.
That's right.
Any changes or anything, they go to Big Mama or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or other things other than that too. Now we're going to go to Proverbs 20:3. And obviously, Proverbs is a book of wisdom, so you know it's good precepts on life to read through. Proverbs 20:3, verse 3. It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, man or woman, but every fool will be a meddler. Meddling will be meddling. Meddling, you saying? So it's calling you, anybody who loves drama and can't wait to get in somebody else's matter, whether they welcome you or they don't welcome you.
Wow.
Because you know, people can welcome you to your own destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's probably been a time you should have just closed your ears and walked away. Right. That's between you and so and so.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and the scriptures say, but every fool will be meddling. Okay? So it's not something, a busybody is not something associated with something that is becoming to righteousness or holiness. It's foolish behavior to do. And that's why the churches, and not even the church, we're talking about jobs, the churches, anything with drama. That's why companies say, no drama, no drama. Don't, if you got some issues, come to the office and talk it out. Don't let the rumor mill go around, because that's going to cause strife. Even companies know that. Churches, you know what I'm saying?
Strife, man, and reduction of the business.
Because everybody up in there angry, talking behind each other back, meddling. See how meddling is getting involved, and that's the same thing would happen, the ultimate meddling in Shabarim. Say what's going around, meddling. We can do better.
Yeah. Come on now.
Don't you want this? You meddling.
Yeah,
meddling.
They be meddling with Eve and stuff,
Absolutely.
man.
Meddling caused
messing up the Garden of Eden.
Meddling caused a war in heaven.
Yeah, go ahead.
Meddling ain't no joke.
Come on now, let me finish it. Go ahead.
That ain't no joke. This is a great tool of the adversary.
Yes.
That messy spirit.
Woo.
All right. So now we're gonna go, hallelujah. Proverbs chapter 17 and 4. Proverbs 17 and 4. This is a very bad thing here. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 4. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips. Sitting there and just listening to it. It ain't even got to be true, but it's juicy. They call it drama, juicy. And that's a lot of things in the magazines, online articles. It's mess. Drama sells. You know, most of the TV shows people watch is about drama. Reality shows, messy. They go in the back on the camera.
Yo, Samantha sleeping with so and so.
Ooh, they about to fight. They love drama, the mess, the meddling. That's what this society is built off right now, is this mess. You turn on the average reality TV show, it's about mess, drama, meddling, strife. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. What you say? They ain't got no money. They just bought a new car. That's not his child. All throughout the church, when you hear that, the devil there. Proverbs 17 and 19. It's giving y'all a little back up to the build-up and see how disgusting this is. And then people not really being as rebuking as they should be, because it's just like nobody's getting hurt at that moment. But you don't understand, they building a bomb. And after the meddling is done, it's going to explode. And you could have ceased that from the get-go. Hey, y'all need to stop that. That's not right. That's not becoming of Yah. That's devilish behavior.
Come on.
Because Satan is wicked, it's growing. Because it's like a wicked plant. It takes time to grow. Oh, it's going to grow, and it's going to grow. Somebody will die too. Somebody come at your house while you was talking to her. Huh? Pop! Meddling is dangerous. Proverbs 17:19. He loveth transgression that loveth strife, meddling, drama. A lot of people in this society, it used to just be women, still primarily women, but since there's so many fatherless homes, the women have put that spirit, that feminine wicked spirit on a lot of the male children. Now you see a lot of male drama. And that's why, a lot of people like, man, you acting very feminine. You know what I'm saying? A negative aspect of femininity. That's because, they were raised in this drama. The mothers was watching Days of Our Lives, growing up, As the World Turns, and all the other shows, drama shows that come on, right now, it's about drama. He loveth transgression that loveth strife. And there's a lot of people who love some drama. Sit there and talk to you all day. Y'all go through 3 pots of coffee talking about drama. Everybody business.
Hey.
He loveth transgression that loveth strife, and he that exalted his gate seeketh destruction. There ain't nothing good coming with drama. Now we're going to go to the next one. 1 Peter 4, chapter 4, 15 to 16. 1 Peter chapter 4, 15 to 16. First Peter chapter 4, 15 to 16. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as a evildoer, or as a busybody in other man's matters. Because of what's going to happen when everything comes full circle. Well, this all started when I was talking to Samantha. This all started when I was talking to Johnny. Johnny ain't got no business in y'all personal relationship or this personal matter. And it's always going to come back that they're going to suffer you. Now they ain't talking to you no more. Because they just upset at each other right now. But they're going to mend everything. They're going to be mad at you. You had no business in our business. Now you're suffering. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, so it's nothing that you, when you do suffer for these stuff, you're not suffering for righteous sake. You're suffering for as an evildoer. Let him not be ashamed. Ain't nothing unshameful about being a busybody. But let him glorify Yah on this behalf. So this is a very deep thing. Again, but let none of you suffer as a murderer. It's associated with murder. Or a thief. Or as an evildoer. Or as a busybody in other man's matters. Now we understand that certain things, somebody being abused or something like that, but the regular day-to-day stuff, couple having a little issue, it might even be a little heated. There's parameters that you got to use wisdom. Well, hey, if this gets too out of control, let us know. But, for now, I don't want to get into y'all matters. I don't want to be a busybody in other man's affairs. Now we're going to go to Proverbs 17:12. Proverbs 17:12. Proverbs 17:12. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man, rather than a fool in saying it is better to be murdered by a bear, a she-bear, or a he-bear, robbed of their cubs. So you know, if they put this in, when you take the cubs from their mother, they in vicious mode. They coming to kill you, unmercifully.
Right.
Rather than a fool fall in his folly. If you fall in the folly of busybody, being a busybody, it is better for you to be killed by a ravaging bear. That's how troublesome being a busybody is. And you don't see it because it's not it. You don't have that big vicious bear right there. You just got Sister Kimberly right there with a church hat on, talking about, girl. You don't see the devil right there. That's the devil right there, about to be worse than a ravager's bear.
Yeah.
But you don't see it though, because you blind. You avoid of wisdom. But you gonna learn though. You gonna learn. That's why the scriptures say it'd be better to dwell with with a ravaging dragon and a lion than a contentious woman. Because you're not understanding this. Okay. I'm gonna go to Proverbs 17 and 18. A man void of understanding striketh his hands and become surety in the presence of his friends. Is that the right one? Say fool. No, it might be. No, 19. You did.
You read that?
Nah. What, 19? Oh man, that might be it. Well, I just skipped that. 17, 18. Amen. Board of understanding. I just skipped that. And alright, so y'all understand the backing of this, of that aspect of it. How dangerous and foolish it is, and it's associated with wickedness. And it's nothing to be abstained, and it's something that one must learn to distance themselves from and rebuke this type of spirit, because this is the same wicked spirit that Satan had in heaven doing all of this wickedness.
He was married, huh?
Meddling. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
James 3, 5 to 10.
I like that.
Meddling is dangerous.
It's earthly, devilish.
Devilish.
There you go. That's one of my favorite words right there.
What was that?
James 3, verse 5 to 10. James chapter 3, 5 to 10. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and bestoweth great things. Behold, how great matter a little fire kindleth. You see how that happened? This a little, it only take a little thing of fire to spark. And those California fires, it just take one little from a lighter. A week later, they got national emergencies down there.
Hundreds of acres.
Hundreds of acres, houses, people fleeing. It only takes, and especially when the atmosphere is full of wickedness. When the atmosphere is dry in California, it just keeps going.
It's dead.
And that's how it is in these churches. That's why.
No life in it.
That's how these rumors and stuff can destroy congregations.
It's dead already.
It's already dry.
Yeah.
You know the moisture of y'all ain't in there.
Yeah, rock the dish.
And Satan just gotta say one little lie. Watch it go. That's why they say it was just a little white lie, a little white lie is dangerous. That's why there ain't no little white lie. All lies are dangerous. You gotta keep it true. But the main part here is not necessarily just lying, it's not getting other people's business. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
6. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. The tongue is just like Disney World, the animal world, and then you got the world of the tongue.
Wow.
You don't want to go on them rides. You don't want to go on them rides of the tongue. That'd be like, it'd be better just to be killed by a she-bear.
Wow.
And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. The tongue, a wicked tongue, is compared to hell. That's deep. That's a bad thing. For every kind of beast, and of bird, and of serpents, and of things is in the sea, is tamed.
Yes.
All these wild beasts are tameable.
Yes.
Like you can break a horse, you know, you can train a dog, you can train a kangaroo, you can be friends with a giraffe. I mean, these things, you know, workable.
Be friends with a she-bear.
You know, a dolphin. I mean, and if you treat a shark right, I mean, you might, you know, hey, I'm just coming by for a snack. You know, you think and he leave you be. You know what I'm saying? And it has been tamed of mankind.
Yes.
But the tongue can no man tame.
That's right.
It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith, lest we, Yah, even Abba, and therewith curse we man, which are made after the similitude of Yah. Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Sister Kimberly shouldn't be meddling in this all this stuff. Hey girl, let me tell you something. Brother Bobby shouldn't be in Brother Jonathan's ear meddling in unnecessary matters that he ain't got no business going in. Breaking down whole houses, relationships,
right.
Potential relationships, you know, potential salvation. Meddling. Proverbs 6, and we'll get how Yah feels about this. This is one of the top. This is Proverbs chapter 6. This is one of the top. This is one of the top. This is one of the big dogs. Now, when Yah say he hates something, and he details it. You know, there's something to take an eye to, a real keen understanding. You know, and if you see it, you got to realize, man, they're doing something that Yah is hating, or you're doing something that Yah is hating. You're like, whoa, I need to step back, or I need to counsel this person. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, a lot of people ain't being taught and even rebuked by doing such things. You know? Even cupcakes. You know? We see Brother Johnson every week. Cupcake after cupcake after church, you get him 2 pork chop plates. He ain't sharing with nobody, this with him. But ain't nobody saying nothing to Brother Jenkins. And you watching him kill himself. Just like with meddling. You watching this person, we know our sister Jenkins, and she drama. You know she drama, but you ain't saying nothing to correct her or rebuking her. So you allowing her to die in her sin. Proverbs 6:16 to 19. These 6 things do it Yah hates. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imagination. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. That is the main thing about meddling. In order to get there, as soon as they hear some drama, I can't wait to hear about this or say something about this. I can't wait to tell somebody. They look at that devilish look. Where's Sister Jenkins? Girl, that's the sound of a devil. The devil is there when you hear the word girl. The devil is there. The devil is present.
Yo, check this out. Yo.
Check this out. You ain't gonna believe this.
Yo, man, you must check this out. Man.
Come back here, let me tell you. That's the sound of a demon right there, girl. That's a bad thing. We know it's true. Think about it. Ain't nothing ever came from girl. Ain't nothing good ever came from that sound.
Wow.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
Yes.
And he that soweth discourse among his brethren. And 6 are things he hates.
Yeah.
And he said 7 are abominations. What's the 7?
And so this book must
He that soweth discord among his brother is an abomination. Meddling behavior is abominable behavior to the Most High.
right.
Because it's going to start that little fire that's going to destroy souls. Just like Satan did in heaven.
Destroy souls. Come on now, you're speaking.
Satan just don't meddle just because, just for the drama.
No, he's doing it for the souls' sake.
That's right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? He don't want souls to go in the shaman ring.
That's right, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
And
He try division.
That's right.
That's right.
And that's
Division.
abominable behavior. And think about this is ravaging in churches, you know what I'm saying? And they supposed to be behaving themselves more becoming, but they're doing abominable behavior because nobody's checking people who are doing this stuff. And you know, this stuff been going on for years and years and years. Drama in the church. Everybody talking behind each other back. You know, they ain't going to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's working it out. But what else? Sit down in the back pews and
In the house of Yah.
in y'all while the preacher giving a dead lesson.
That's right. And I ain't giving reverence to the house of Yah. Hey.
They know because they come there to do the devil bidding.
That's right.
Meddling.
All right.
All right. Now we're gonna go to Sirach, chapter 21. Nah, not over here.
I got it. I'm sorry. Here it is.
Like 41.
Sirach in the Apocrypha. I know you know.
I got I'll get you, Brother King. I got you, sir.
This is Sirach, chapter 21. Sirach is another book of wisdom too, like Proverbs. Got a lot of stuff like that. Sirach, chapter 21, 16 to 28. Now we already know how y'all feel about meddling behavior, this spirit of discourse, because it breaks families. It broke his family up. Now if it can break his family up, you don't stand a chance.
Oh.
And that's why when a lot of jobs, they be like, man, as soon as you hear about people spreading rumors, come report it. You're fired. You're out of there. You know?
Wow.
That's the truth. Because even companies, jobs know, man, hey man, this stuff will destroy.
You messing with my money.
Well, but even if a decent company, you know, they know drama will destroy. You know, friendship, productivity, you know, it'll rotten you out like cancer. Sirach chapter 21, 16 to 28. The talking of a fool is like a burden in the way, but grace shall be found in the lips of the wise. They inquire at the mouth of the wise man in the congregation, and they shall ponder his words in their hearts. As is a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool. And the knowledge of the unwise is as talking without sense. Doctrine unto fools is as fetters on the feet, and as iron chains, and like manacles on the right hand. A fool lifted up his voice with laughter, but a wise man doeth scarce smile a little. Like when you hear that, girl, the fool say, ha ha, I got this. But somebody who on the side might be knowing what's going on, they like, you know, something bad coming to this. But the foolish, they say, ha ha, girl, tell me. Or brother, tell me. But it may be the women who girl, and the homosexuals, you know, the homosexuals, they have that feminine spirit, you know. They say the same thing too. Messy. Homosexuals are very messy too, because that spirit got put on them.
Yeah.
Doctrine unto fools are as fetters on the feet, and like manacles on the right hand. A fool lifted up his voice with laughter, but a wise man doeth scarce smile a little. but a wise man doeth, 21. Learning is unto a wise man as ointment of gold, and like a bracelet upon his right arm. A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house. A foolish man is soon in his neighbor's house. And how you do that? By meddling. Even somebody might welcome you in. The wife might say, you know, you might see the wife, or the wife might come to you. Oh, what's going on? Well, whoa, red flags. You know, once you start talking about y'all, they personal relations, you're supposed to, hey, I think your wife, I think your husband, or, you know, if it's vice versa, you know, a man don't need to be welcoming another woman into his marriage, doing that either. You know? Because that's just like what happened with Sarah and Hagar. They welcomed her in the house, and she was like, yo, dried up hag. I know why I'm here. You know. And what came in that? And this about to get that heifer out of here. And Abraham like, y'all, what did I do? You see how that can go bad? You know? That's a little bit of meddling right there, because she knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? If she didn't know that, you know, she just kept it calm, and I'm bearing this child, but she knew why she was bearing the child, because Sarah, she was barren. They shouldn't have told her that. And they shouldn't have told her. And they looking at her like, I'm better than you.
That's right. You know, I got the child.
I got the child. And Sarah was like, get that heifer out of here before I hit her. Sarah put hands on her. You see how that goes?
She went to Abraham.
You know?
So I'm the mistress and she the wife.
That's right. That's right. You see how they went to violence real quick?
Abraham, boy.
And Abraham like, what I do?
Hey.
I've been impregnated
Quick, you know, open up a womb, so. See that drama? A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house, but a man of experience is ashamed of him. That's wrong of you, brother. Or that's wrong of you, sister. You shouldn't be doing that. Again, there's rules to this. That's why the scripture say, you know, if you go having an issue with something, you know, go to your brother alone. And if they don't hear you, take 2 or 3 with you. If y'all got marital issues and it's clear in the body, and then they don't listen, take it to the body fully. And you know, there's rules to this to avoid this. Because if it's just you meddling in somebody else's business, yeah, it's gonna be some. You see that? That's how you know it's good. Hey. And that's how they hear, after they hear the drama, they say, That's like, we know. After you hear the girl, you hear the That's what Satan's job is done when you hear the
Yeah. It's done. Sin is done. It's complete now. It's death. It's complete.
23. A fool will peep in at the door into the house, but he that is well nurtured will stand without. I ain't peeping in these other people's business. You know, that's what happened with David. He was meddling in another man's house. Peep. He did that peep, and he just couldn't turn it.
That's it, yo.
That's it, gotcha. And then just like those 2 wicked elders with Susanna.
Yeah.
When they peeped.
Yeah, they started talking.
They said we must have her. And it went down from there. Stop meddling with your eyes too.
Wow.
And your mouth. But the main thing is the tongue.
Yes.
A fool will peep in the door into the house, but he that is well nurtured will stand without. It is the rudeness of, and that's what Shem and Japheth did with the nakedness of Noah. They went backed up. You know? Right. Ham. He went to peeping and he fouled his mother and himself. Verse 24. It is the rudeness of a man to hearken at the door. The rudeness. But a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace. The lips of talkers will be telling such things that pertain not unto them.
Wow.
That's how it goes. See that?
Wow.
Spreading all the fight. That's what happened in Shamarine. Getting no worse than that. But the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance. That's why you weigh like, oh, you know, now before you fully understand a matter, unless you know what's going on, you hear somebody out and you hear what they say, whoa, 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 whoa. This ain't for me, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is something that you need to go back, you know. And before they even come, this drama already circulated, they come and you like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You weighing the matter. I don't want to be an accomplice to this if it go bad. Well, who did you talk to? Bobby, Jonathan, Ron, Louis? That person look for everybody, you know. Just like with the mob, you know. Who did you tell? I told so, Big Tommy, Little Tommy, Trick, all them about to die. Gotta go. 26. The heart of a fool is in their mouth, but the mouth of the wise is in their heart. When the ungodly curses Satan, he curses his own soul. That's why Michael said, Yah rebuke. You gotta be very careful even dealing with Satan. Say like, all right, curse me all you want, but you don't understand what's going on here. There's order and procedure here. Yah rebuke you. A whisper defiles his own soul. I've seen that so many times, and they love doing that in the movies too, especially in the Tyler Perry movies. They love, because he grew up in the church, he's seen all the drama of the women in the church. And the black churches, they love it and laugh. Ah, yeah, because they're accustomed and they enjoy their following. A whisper defileth his own soul, he or her, and is hated wheresoever he dwelleth. Now, after you get used like a whore, people ain't gonna trust you. I can't tell her nothing. I tell her something, everything be going. I tell him something, and then you got the internet. They posting stuff now.
On Facebook and everything.
Taking screenshots. It's just not just like, you know, when nobody really know what's going on. They hear whispers something. They taking screenshots of it, printing it, reposting it. I mean, you put something out there like a wildfire. You know what I'm saying? They and is hated wherever so he dwelleth, he or she. All right, now we'll go to Sirach 22, 20 to 22. Sirach, Ecclesiastes 22. 22 to 20 to 22. 22, verse 20 to 22. Whosoever casteth a stone at the birds, frighteth them away. And he that upbraideth his friend breaketh friendship. Terrible, you're behaving terrible, you're doing terrible things. You know, you're really just destroying the foundation of your friendship. Though thou drawest a sword at thy friend, yet despair not, for there may be returning to favor. You know, maybe somebody pull a gun out on you, or cut you, or stole something for you. It might, you know, they can be healing there. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation, except for upbraiding. You all up in their house, meddling, doing things that you ought not to do, or pride, or disclosing of secrets. Well, you know, Susan and Jonathan, they going through something. Well, that was between Susan and Jonathan. Why does Tamika know? Tamika don't even go to this church.
Wow.
How did she find out? Who did you tell? I told Rebecca. That's the only person I told. How everybody? Rebecca, that no good Rebecca. Except for upbraiding or pride or disclosing of secrets, saying your friendship can be saved, except or a treacherous wound. For these things every friend will depart. I mean, it's done, you've done. With your meddling, what your meddling has caused. Sirach 28, 8 to 26. Sirach 28, verse 8 to 26. Abstain from strife, meddling, and strife behavior, and thou shalt diminish thy sins. For a furious man will kindle strife, meddling. A sinful man disquieted friends, and maketh debate among them that be at peace. As the matter of the fire is, so it burneth. And as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger riseth. And the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed. An hasty countenance kindleth a flame, and a hasty fighting sheddeth blood. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit on it, it shall be quenched. Just like that, when somebody's, even if somebody's inviting you, because they might got the devil on you, they want you to help spread drama. You can do two things here. You can help them. You can blow on that fire. Let's make it real big. Come on, go on. I want some dry tinder right here. We can make it real good. They talking about the 3 little periods in the back, and it blew them. Or you can spit on it. Hey, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Or we can deal with this another matter. There's ways that you can put that fire out. It shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth. So you got the power of life and death. Right. You got the power to inflame the situation. You got the power to put it out. Wow. Curse the whisperers. I say this. Wow. I say this. Wow. Curse the whisperers. That's why I'm telling y'all, people really don't understand how meddling, how evil meddling is. It's an abomination to Yah, and it's the same thing that destroyed his kingdom. But all this drama. If there was no drama in heaven, Adam and Eve would have never been affected. We would not be in this position right now. All that came from meddling, whispering. That's right. That's why you say curse. And in Revelations, people don't understand about curses too. Just because Yahushua Mashiach is here and has come, don't mean curses are lifted. Scriptures say, when he returned, then there should be no more curse. Right now, you can be cursed. And the scripture right here is plain when it says, curse the whisperer and the double tongue, for such have destroyed many that were at peace. Wow. Heaven, peace. The whisperer came, destroyed many people opportunities for every lasting life. All that did a whisper. And what's what happened? They put them on cartoons and shows, movies. When you going through something, you got one angel, that's a white angel, and a red angel, a demon angel. What they doing? What that demon doing? Whispering, causing you damnation.
Is the white angel whispering too?
Giving better counsel. But yeah.
Well, I don't count.
It depends on the situation.
Whispering is whispering.
Well, you got to put it in context too, because you know, we talking about wicked. We talking about obviously wicked whispering. You know, because certain things, you know, you don't want to speak out loud. So that's a better form that we talking about wicked whispering. Because obviously, you know, if somebody tell you something good, you know, hey, you know, make sure you keep the Sabbath. You know, put that, you know, that's good whispering, and then, you know, bad whispering, you know. That's just like conversation. That's why they say the tongue, it can bring forth the spitting, or it can bring forth the kindling of the fire.
But somebody say, make sure you keep the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to whisper about that?
But you know, it's not, it's just, they whisper, you know. But you can whisper good things too, you know. Hey, be careful when you go down the street, you know what I'm saying? So, but obviously it's talking about the wicked.
That's a whisper. You say it in a whisper.
So obviously it's talking about the wicked aspect of whispering, you know, because there's putting people to death and justifiably, and then there's murdering people. You know what I'm saying? That's why King David, it said, you have shed that blood. You can't, you know, you got the murderer, you got the killing hands. You know what I'm saying? Or Saul's a better example. You know, that's why he had to be put to death, because he didn't do it in righteousness. You know, to everything there's an opposite. You know what I'm saying? There's good food, bad food. There's truth, there's lies. But we definitely talk about the wicked whisperers. You know, those. Girl. That'd be a wicked whisperer. You know what I'm saying? Girl. That's going back.
We hear it all the time. Girl.
That's, you know, and they say it just like that too.
Girl.
I done seen it too, and they hit that face back. Girl, you ain't gonna believe it.
No, they be loud.
I
Sometimes
know when they want to whisper it, you know what I'm talking about when they whispering. Girl.
Yeah. Most of them, they loud.
Oh yeah.
Girl, and the whole world saying they look zoom, but she running, but after that they whisper.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll call you later.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, boy, that's a damn shame, boy. Curse the whisper and the double tongue.
Right.
So obviously he's also associated with the double tongue as well. For such have destroyed many that were at peace. And this is 2:26. A backbiting tongue hath disappointed many, and driven them from nation to nation. Strong cities have it pulled down, and overthrown the house of great men. Man, if it happened to y'all, be on guard. Be on guard. That's simple as you get. You know, if it happens to the best of us, be on guard.
Man, wow, the kingdom.
If it happened there, be on guard.
Wow, man.
Alright? And that ain't to, you know, disrespect God, but if it can happen, that's why people say if they hated him, you know, be not shocked when they hate you.
Green tea, what do you think you need to try?
If they did it to me, they'll do it to you.
Wow, man.
A backbiting